hindi ka na natakot. Trabaho ko sa PNOC.
Tapos,
Philippine National Oil.
Tapos,
Ay, hindi.
And where's the other one?
Thomas, what's the other?
Marami pa akong tinatawag.
Andrea and Nicole.
Kasi 76 ako. 76 tayo graduate, ano? 76 na tayo natapos.
And that's Alan, Selena's husband. The white one. Celso, Yoli's husband.
5 years ka eh.
The head.
Eh, nag-asawa ko. Ilan yun? Minus ano yun?
And
Andrea.
And that's Thomas.
Mama, now I can do it now.
Na-meet ko siya 83.
Oh, okay.
There.
Hindi, yung kaibigan ko, yung kapatid niya,
That's
nagkasawa sa
Antinonang's
Sydney.
friend from high school,
I
Selena.
can do it.
Nagpunta siya dito, tapos yung asawa niya kaibigan.
And he is Auntie Nina.
Auntie Luna's got big face. Go away from me.
Here's Didi and Minu.
Do you want to come with us?
No, you want to go?
You go and have lunch?
Here's every kid.
Also to mommy.
And here's Mommy.
Yes, we're here in Wesley Hospital
Okay.
in Brisbane.
Okay. Mama, I want to come with you. Now, let's focus. Here is the big hospital.
The big ugly faces. The big ugly faces. Hey, Tania.
Tinan mo si Tita Selena mo doon.
And look at this picture.
And look at me.
Si Tita Selena mo, ano mo, parang kantakal hindi nakita ng mami mo, si Tita Selena.
Parang tayo pag napipigsa ko hilaw ko ng das.
Can I have a turn, Tanya? I don't know. Can I have a turn? Mommy?
No.
And here is Auntie Nina.
Tanya, closer.
Formed one of our giant Warner Brothers Movie World sound stages. It's very similar to the other sound stages on the lot, except for a couple of differences. Firstly, this one is divided into 3 separate areas. And secondly, in here, you have the opportunity to become part of the Warner Brothers movie magic. Now, I'm also a casting director for Warner Brothers Movie World, and as you're all assembling here in front of me, I cast my eye around and found some people who I think have what it takes to become stars of the silver screen. Now, first of all, I need a courageous pilot, and you, sir, are exactly what I'm looking for. Come and join me on the stage. Give him a huge round of applause. Now, what's your name? Have you flown before? You have. Well, today, with the help of movie magic, you'll be flying a B-17 bomber through the skies of Baltimore, Germany. How do you feel about that? Excellent. If you just want to stand over there for me. Well, we have our brave and courageous pilot. And now I need someone else who can fly. And you stay there with your hand up. Come and join me on the stage. Give a big round of applause. Now, what's your name? Matthew. Have you flown before? You have? Well, today we're going to make things a little more difficult for you, because today you'll be flying without the plane. Yes, that's right. You'll be flying faster than a speeding bullet, leaving tall buildings in a single bound. And who thinks Matthew's going to look pretty sexy in a pair of blue lycra tights? Okay, if you just like to stand over here for me. Well, we have
That ledge towards the ladder. Now don't look down and don't fall, Bernadette, because believe it or not, you're now standing 15 stories high. Well, the policemen here at the fire brigade have arrived, and a group of people have gathered underneath you, Bernadette, wondering what on earth you're doing 15 stories high. And action. That's right, Bernadette, start shuffling your way along that ledge towards the ladder. Don't look down and don't fall, because it's 15 stories between you and certain death. Words of comfort from the fireman, Bernadette, but it looks like your only way out is up that ladder. If you'd like to keep your eyes on that monitor overhead and just raise your arms in the typical Man of Steel pose, That's right. Raise your arms. And ladies and gentlemen, with the help of movie magic, you will believe that a man can fly. Well, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. He's blasted through our studio roof. Left a bit of a hole there, Super Matthew, but don't worry, we'll fix that up later. So how about giving us a wave and a smile? Well, Super Matthew is being filmed simultaneously by 2 cameras, one directly above him and another to his right on a tripod. The cameras rotate to give the different angles on Super Matthew. The lights, the turntable and the blue screen do the rest. Hey now Matthew, they say if you flap your arms like a chicken, you go faster. Faster! Faster! Whoa, look at the speed you've picked up. So fast that you're now flying over the Palm Meadows golf course. So let's see your super golf swing, Super Matthew. Whoa, where'd that ball go? It was probably a water shot, or it could have been a hole-in-one. We are now flying over the Gold Coast and into the heart of surfers paradise. So let's... Oh, no, Matthew, no, watch out, there's some high-rise. Oh, Matthew, you just flew through the 14th floor of that building. What on earth was distracting you? Oh, the pretty girls on the beach. Go on, show them your muscles. And how about blowing them a few kisses? Well, you're now flying out by the ocean now, so let's see some swimming strokes. How about some freestyle? And now, how about some breaststroke? And now my very favourite super doggy paddle. Well, there you go, Super Matthew. It looks like you're heading out to sea now, so how about a smile and a wave goodbye? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a big round of applause for our Super Matthew. So, how was your flight, Super Matthew? Good. Okay, now, I do have some bad news for you. Our wardrobe ladies have misplaced your clothing, so you're going to have to stay in that outfit for the rest of the day. Is that okay with everybody? Yeah? Is that okay with you, Super Matthew? Oh, they're there. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough then. Okay, if you'd like to make your way out back, another big round of applause for our Superman.
When they did the sound effects for my movie, Lethal Weapon 2, I hope you enjoyed seeing how that was done as much as I enjoyed making the film.
Thank you, Mel. And now with the help of our 3 experienced technicians, we're going to show you how to add sound effects to a major Warner Brothers movie, Lethal Weapon 2. But first, let's watch a scene from the movie. Listen very carefully and see if you can count how many sound effects there are. Sound technicians, watch your monitors carefully because very shortly you'll be responsible for adding every single sound effect.
Police, open up.
How do I know it's the police?
After I shoot you through the door, you can examine the bullet. Open up.
Yeah, it's easy. Don't you want to see a badge? Don't do that again. Okay, let me see a badge.
Shut up.
Okay, I get it. Bad cop, good cop.
Shut up.
Okay. Bad cop, bad cop. I'll get it. It's only room service. Hey. That's my room. You guys didn't want anything, right? Wait, bring it here. Okay, come on. Boy, you could add anything you want. Hey, I didn't order a hamburger. I ordered eggs.
Replay that scene, but this time without sound, so the sounds they make can be added to the sequence. But first, let's see what their responsibilities are. Hi, you're my blue technician. First responsibility is footsteps. Nice and loud on the floorboards, right up close to that microphone. Don't have to do them yet. And then you have your door latch effects. One's before the waiter enters, and another before Mel Gibson enters. Now, this is a bang box. It's used to make the sound effect of a gun. All you have to do is just smash it down like so. Okay? And finally, the tinkling glass as the men fall through the plate glass window. Okay? So if you'd just like to stand on the floorboards for me, thank you. And you're going to be my pink technician. You have the door knocks, nice and loud on the door. Then follow me over here. Over here you have the removing and replacing of the plate covers. Now there's 4 cues for this one, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So lift on 11, replace on 12, lift on 13, place on 14. And finally, the crashing glass as the men fall through the plate glass window. So all you have to do is raise that handle above your head, hold it there for a couple of seconds to create a nice loud crashing sound. Okay? Just got to stand by the door for me, thank you. And finally, you're my yellow technician. You have the opening, closing, and opening of that door. Once you open it for a second time, follow me over here because you have the very next sound effect, the waiter's cart coming into the room. So on the cue, push the cart so all 4 wheels go over that bump. Then you have the next sound effect, the waiter's cart smashing into the wall as Mel Gibson throws himself onto it. So you smash that cart into the block of wood as hard as you can. And finally, the most important sound effect of the entire scene, the 3 men falling into the pool below. So raise that crate above your head and smash it into the face of the water to create a nice loud splashing sound. Okay? If you'd just like to stand there for me. Well, it looks complicated and our technicians will have to work fast, but to make things a little more easier for them, we've assigned them each colours, blue, pink and yellow. And blue, pink and yellow colour-coded cues or instructions will flash to let them know when to make the appropriate sound. Sound technicians, your colour-coded cues will flash 3 times. It is on the 3rd flash that you make the sound. Make sure it's nice and loud and don't worry, I'll be there to help you. Are you ready? And action! Okay, well let's replay the scene, but this time with their sounds to see how well they really did.
Police, open up.
How do I know it's the police?
After I shoot you through the door, you can examine the bullet. Open up.
We'll stay.
Nga pala, no? I need it in the bathroom. Kay mapupo ako.
Oh.
Give me.
Like that, like
Yes,
that.
like that.
We're gonna find it.
Galing naman ng mga kids. You're very, very good. No one thought of it.
Until the kid was here. Auntie, we can hold it so we won't get wet and
No, just leave it there like
will it
that.
lose power?
Hmm?
Will that lose power if it gets wet?
You can still see.
Okay.
Is it gonna lose power?
Hmm?
Is it gonna lose power, Mama?
No. Bakit ba naka-record siya? Sino nag-push ng record?
Do you think they have what it takes to make movie magic? Well, don't be too hard on them because it does take 6 years to become a fully qualified sound technician, and these guys only had a couple of...
Okay, so hands up who'd like one of those hanging from their bedroom ceilings at home? Okay, perhaps a little bit too big for the majority of you, or maybe one of our 124 scale models, which are now under spotlight at either end of our sound stage. Now, we think that these replicas are so realistic on film that you'll have trouble deciding which of the river planes used in the movie. Now, to give things an even more realistic feel, Warner Brothers built this entire full-scale replica, completing every loving detail. Now, they actually completed it in sections so that we could take our cameras through and film the stars at work. Nelson here is the pilots and bombardiers section on this hydraulic activator, or gimbal as it is known in the industry. Now it's the gimbal's movement that allows us to simulate flying. And speaking of flying, I believe that our 2 pilots have joined us. Right, yes. And we established that. Say your name, please, Captain.
Captain Big.
Thank you. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. All right, now, Captain Mick, your squadron leader has instructed you to bomb a strategic factory located in Bremen. Now you have your flight plans laid and deployed for Germany.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, for our civilians seated here, my two pilots, would you now please point to the direction that you will be flying in? Right! I'm a little worried here, pilots. Co-pilot, are you flying the same plane as our captain? Hello? Is there anybody in there, co-pilots? Hoverboarding commence pre-flight check. Dear oh dear. See, this is what I have to put up with every day. Morons like that. Doesn't make my job very easy, does it? Now, with the help of our two brave and somewhat confused flying aviators, we're going to put this baby through its paces. And you're right up there, Captain? I'm a little concerned. Having a bit of a party up there, hey? Obviously, you're aboard, I can see that. Now, do you think that 30 seconds of training from your co-pilot is it... Excuse me? Is enough to get you through World War II? Right! Well, just give me the thumbs up that lets me know that you're having a good time. Excellent! Grab a hold of the joystick and I'll activate the cameras. All right. Well, there go our two pilots up there on the silver screen. And as the bell rolls into formation, you can see your what, co-pilots? There are children in the audience. Behave yourself. Crying out loud. Dear oh dear. You can see a 1/6 scale model of the mother and country through the cockpit windscreen. Now, before you go too far, how about you turn around and give us a big wave goodbye? Oh, no, I actually meant behind you, but look, that's okay. If you just want to, look behind you in the top left-hand corner. That's the way! Yes, well done! You're both champions! Blow me a kiss. Oh, how lovely. Okay, now get back to work. Well, you can now see the way. I said get back to work! Don't be cheeky. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, we actually exploded a 1/6 scale model and by using additional elements such as wind machines, smoke and clouds, we have managed to recreate an entire World War II combat sequence right here on our soundstage. Now let's see what happens when we superimpose that explosion. Have it occur in front of the cockpit. Memphis Belle, that's the windy city. She's been here on the port side and she's coming across your nose! Look sharp, pilots! Get out of there, Memphis Belle! You're losing altitude! You're going into a dive! Pull up, Memphis Belle! Pull up! Mayday! 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 Well, things obviously don't look too well for the Memphis Belle. Let's see if our crazy, ditzy pilots made it back all right. Hopefully not. On May 17, 1943, the Memphis Belle returned from its final mission. They were the first American bombing raiding team to successfully complete all 25 daylight bombing raids over Germany. And after this seemingly impossible task, they were eventually allowed to return home. Well, let's see if the Belle flight